Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Ron Mars. You are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, master of all cores all the time. It is.
I'm Will. Hey, everyone.
And we're back after a long break. Yes, to cover Green Lantern, New Guardians 5 through 8, and Blue Beetle number 9. Okay. All right. So we had a cliffhanger from last time. Mr. Will Allred asked me what I thought of the new Lantern logo. I will answer that tonight. Brand new Sector 2814.
That's right.
Which did you see? It's episode 190. We're only 2 away from 200, or 10 away from 200.
I know. And actually, you know what? That reminded me. I know we've talked about what we're doing then, but you were talking about the Alien movies, and I was like, hey, there was a Green Lantern Aliens crossover that we've never talked about.
Oh, yeah.
And then that made me think about Green Lantern Planet of the Apes, Green Lantern Star Treks 1 and 2, and there's probably one or two others I'm missing in there. But
it was like, I want to do anything but Millennium.
Yeah, we're doing Millennium. I do want to read that.
We can change it if you want. Oh, you want to do Millennium? Okay.
I do want to read it, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm looking at this link you sent me with all the logos. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you meant just the symbol. Okay, the actual title logo. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the new one's not bad. I mean, the letter. There's really don't do much with the letters, but they got the little thing above and below it. But I'm here.
Yeah. I mean it.
Yeah.
It just looks kind of generic to me. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've had some really good logos. I mean, the original 1960s logo. I mean, and then for the longest time, the Green Lantern, the 70s, you had the lantern in the middle with the green and the fire, the flames coming off of it.
Uh-huh.
And then it was the same with Green Lantern, Green Arrow, the lantern still in the middle. Volume 3, I mean, I think Kyle's original logo, when after Emerald Twilight,
Uh-huh.
I thought that was a really good logo.
I was gonna say, can we see that?
Oh, you want me to share that?
No, I was gonna say. Oh wait,
Oh.
there, I got it. There.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah.
So you
either
have like the flames and stuff, or
the
battery in there.
Yeah, the battery, and then the Green Lantern, Green Arrow ones. Those were the logos for the book for 25 years, I think, or 30 years maybe. And then I think Kyle's the one to the right there. I think that is my favorite logo of his.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I really like, the Rebirth logo. I thought those had a nice, science fiction-y clean feel to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then of course the Green Lantern by Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp. So yeah, I mean, I think the logos for the most part have been, really good, but this one just doesn't. I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad logo. It just seems kind of generic to me, and I was,
Yeah, I could see that. Oh yeah, they even put some thought into that Green Lantern Larfleeze special, Christmas special.
Yeah, they did. Good old Larfleeze. But anyway, I was just curious your opinion on it. So.
Yeah, no, I could see that. Yeah, because again, it's like there's usually like flames or batteries. I mean, we kind of get the symbol in the middle, but it's it's kind of I don't know, unless they were going for something just not generic, but just like I don't know, something different. But yeah, like I could see what you mean with the plainness and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but the thing I did forget to mention last time when I was telling you about Green Lantern 15, him and Hal and Wally West are like have to like jet off somewhere to do something. So yes, what does Hal still with the powerless ring? How does he get where he needs to go? He breaks into one of Batman's bases and steals one of his planes.
Nice.
Yeah. Why doesn't Bruce use this one? Oh, when it makes a certain noise, it means the plane's about to explode.
Oh, okay.
Batman, my favorite character.
So, of course, who's the one man who would use this thing, even though there's a big risk of it exploding? Hal Jordan.
Of course, because that's Hal Jordan. The same guy that when you tell him to be quiet and don't use his power ring, does the exact opposite because he thinks it's the right thing to do.
Hal Jordan, the first being in the universe to teach the Guardians the concept of reverse psychology.
Exactly.
So if we want this Earthman to do something, we have to tell him the opposite.
Yes, that's the secret phrase. That's the secret way to do it.
Yes. Go attack. Okay, you're gonna sit around. Okay.
Yeah. Please don't go in the central power battery or kill us and blow up the. Yeah.
Can you imagine if Emerald Twilight would have ended with reverse psychology? Yeah, go ahead, steal the power. Go ahead, blow up the battery.
Dang it! I can't do it now.
I don't want it now.
You can't make me.
Like I said, I want to see that like kind of Elseworlds or What If issue where it's like, what if Hal had stopped right before he steps in the battery, and it's like, okay, he's still Green Lantern, but he's beaten and killed and to get here. So it's like, what happens now?
Yeah. Does Parallax erupt from the lantern and try to finish off the?
And again, Kilowog's dead. Hal, they're probably going to lock up Hal. The only lanterns left at that point would be like John and Guy.
Yeah. Well, did he leave? He left some of the Lost Lanterns alive, right?
Yeah, but they were in prison. They were Superman. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, at least Earth-wise, all the stuff's going to be John and Guy.
Yeah.
And remember that core wasn't that big at that point anyway.
Exactly.
It's hopeless. You killed Jack T. Chance.
Well, and then they just killed Boudica and Green and all the.
Sorry, I know you just got over that after 30 years. Sorry.
Yeah. It's taken a while. It's okay. I'm fine.
I love they wasted no time after that too. What was it, like 4 or 5 months? They're like, oh yeah, 0 hours here. Oh, guess who's the villain of that?
Yeah. Let's turn that knife.
All right. So should we get to tonight's issues?
You bet.
All right. So yeah, 5 this time because again, like I keep saying, I don't have a ton of memory of these because it's been so long since I read these. But that Blue Beetle issue, I never read that before we read this for this week. So
yeah, I never read it either. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was nice to read it along with the Lantern issue. So I was like, okay, context is nice. All right, so yes, we pick up right where we left off last time on that massive cliffhanger. There's no synopsis for this one. All right. Green Lantern New Guardians number 5 from March 2012. The Orrery. Writer. It looks like Tony Bedard, penciler Tyler Kirkham, inker Matt Banning, colors Nye Ruffino, letterer Dave Sharp, and editors Pat McCullum and Sean Makowicz. So so we're pretty much still going on with the same team here. Which I don't think all the new 52 books could claim that.
Yeah, good point.
Yes,
excellent point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting for the true story of that because I mean, it's just more and more stuff's been coming out by New 52. It's like a lot of those creators weren't happy with what they were given, because I think they oh god, was it Fabian Nicieza was given Legion of Superheroes, and I think he wanted out before the first arc was even over, and they were just like, they're like, please, can you just stay for the first full arc? You know, just give us time to find someone. And he was like, yeah, I guess, because I believe he actually told me that right from his mouth. So
wow,
yeah,
that's insane.
Oh, hey, that's what I forgot to tell you. Have you been reading the newest Justice Society by Jeff Johns?
No, I have not been reading. Is it good?
Yeah, well, yeah, because there's only one issue left, but yes, there was just a big there was at least 2 parts in there, but the Legion shows up, so yeah, it's Justice Society and Legion of Superheroes. So
I'm gonna have to pick those up then. Awesome,
yeah.
I'll go take a look.
well, young Mordrew shows up, and he's like, he's like, oh, I see what comes in my future. I don't want to be that villain, so he wants the Justice Society to help him, not become a future villain. But then the Legion comes back. They're like, no, you can't be messing with time. You're gonna erase our whole timeline. No, you can't do that.
Nice.
All right, this New Guardians number 5. So, all right, so Kyle and Pal show up at this giant, I guess the orrery, but but a ring scan shows that there's no life signs on any of this, on any of the ships around here. But they're like, well, Sage just said all these ships were crewed yesterday, so everyone from these ships must be inside this huge construct thing. So everyone wants to go in and see who stole all these rings. I love Arkillo. Then whatever dwells within either invited them inside or devoured them. Either way, we're here to confront the one who stole power rings from each of our cores and to savor its terror when we kill it. I love Kyle. Tone it down, Arkillo. Don't make St. Walker regret that he grew your tongue back. And even Fatality's like, yeah, we better get going before this team of yours decides to, start going
eat
nuts.
itself.
Exactly.
Now Bleez has flown off by this point. She is heading back to Ismold, where Atrocitus is going to fix her so that she can, speak in full sentences.
Yeah, basically, dunks her in the blood ocean. Which I believe is it this one or one of them? I think.
References Red Lanterns number 3, I think, or something.
Yeah,
at some point.
Just prior to Red Lanterns number 3. So yeah, so maybe we'll get a little bit more on this when we get the Red Lanterns. So yeah, but the others are trying to break into this thing. Don't waste time talking to Glommy. But yeah, they decide to split up and search because this thing is so massive, and there's actual planets inside this huge construct. Yeah. Then we see Sade with Larfleeze. Call me Lord Larfleeze. Sounds better.
Yeah, Lord Larfleeze.
But yeah, she's telling him, it won't be long before they discover the truth, and all he cares about, all I care about is they stop him without damaging that wonderful toy solar system. Never seen anything like it, and I want it. Now fetch me more rat waffle cheese. And she says, she goes, once they go in, I can't monitor them. And he's like, he's like, 3 words, rat waffle cheese. So yeah, Kyle goes in with Glomulus. He says, give me a hand, Glommy. 4 hands. Is that you joking, or is it really Larfleeze talking every time you open your mouth? He's like, Glomulus is not Larfleeze. But you're just a construct. You're a construct from a ring, right? Like a glorified puppet. Glomulus is Glomulus.
Which is actually, I think, interesting in light of the Green Lantern War Journal series.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do kind of. I mean, it's not much, but we do kind of get more with that. Yeah, John's mom is in the ring, and the construct of his sister. Yeah, yeah. Basically, his mom is now his AI. Yeah, but wasn't that the whole point with Larfleeze's thing, where it's like he can, when he makes constructs, he like uses, I don't know, like the souls or the minds of like people with
Yeah.
or something. So
Yeah.
I would assume there was a real Glomulus.
At some point, yeah.
Then we see Arkillo and St. Walker. They basically find Tamaranians in this thing. They want to know where they got their rings. They don't seem to recognize lanterns, so. And then we see Fatality and Monk. Oh, Monk tells her she's a walking contradiction. You spent years hunting Green Lanterns, yet here you are with blood on your hands, welding the violet light of love. I make no attempt to hide my past. A Green Lantern destroyed my world. I tried to. So.
What does that mean?
Yes. So she's talking about how she has a lot to atone for, and it's just. So, I remember. I think I do remember reading this, and I was just like, "So are we gonna like kind of retcon and maybe say it wasn't John who blew up her planet?" Although I think he's already said it in New Green Lantern Corps. So
yeah, because he mentioned Zanshi. Yeah.
See, this was the opportunity. They could have wiped that from continuity, but they didn't.
Nope, they did not.
Mm.
They could have brought back Katma.
Exactly. Come on, Mark Waid, please. Then they get attacked, but yeah, they get attacked by these blue beings, and the one wants to know where Fatality learned the Thunder Palm style. And she goes, I learned it far from here on a planet named Okara. And the guy says, but this is Okara. So. Then the Tamaranians are telling St. Walker and Arkillo about an Archangel.
I'm sure that's not going to be important.
Exactly. Oh, Kyle with a guy-worthy line. He's like, a whole planet paved over. This might have depressed me once, but after the day I just had, ambushed by the Skittle Squad. Finding out Gantha got his motions wiped, getting fired from the Green Lantern Corps. Yeah, because basically the Guardian's like, yeah, you ain't Green Lantern anymore, but meanwhile, his ring still works.
Exactly.
Although, I mean, I guess as we saw last episode, they can't control that ring at this point.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's going to be more explained, or did Ganthet explain it when he said that because he had all the rings, there's something different about him now?
But I'm like, you can't shut down Cal's battery?
Yeah, why not?
Isn't it full power from the central battery? I'm like, there's an easy solution. Turn off his battery. He, eventually he'll run out of charge. But so yeah, so they find this church and everyone's screaming, "The Archangel will protect us." And then this one guy, I don't know if it's a priest or something, saying, "Oh, you were sent by the adversary," and they points to a statue of the adversary. And who is the adversary, Will?
That might be Larfleeze.
They're like our greatest enemy, consumerism.
Exactly. Rampant.
And Cal asked Glomulus if he knew about this. He's like, And then we see the Archangel Invictus. Basically looks like he's crawling out of a. Is he crawling out of a sun or?
Yeah, I think so. The sun at the center of this this solar system construct.
So yes, and it says next issue, yeah, the new Guardians face their most powerful enemy yet, Invictus. So I'm like, so he's more powerful than the Guardians? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. So yeah, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, it's continuing the story. I don't know. I don't know that I like Invictus a lot yet. I mean, he just seems he's a big, powerful dude that thinks he's right. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. But I guess my question is always, these people, these angels. What do the Guardians know about these angels? I mean, Saeed's telling us some of this, right? Or she will tell us some of this, I think. Or well, he also gives us his own story too. Yeah, what do the Guardians know about this? What do they not know? Of course, at this point, I don't think that they care. They're going to fix the universe and everybody in it with the Third Army. So
yeah, and I mean we have seen before the Guardians aren't the quickest to share information with anybody.
that's true. Yeah. One thing I did find really just cool about the War Journal title is where the Book of Oa was.
Oh, yeah. In Guy's closet. Under his sweaty socks.
Yep.
Oh, my. Oh, great. Checking Blue Beetle now, but it looks like we have no synopses for any of these.
Oh, nice.
Killing me here.
Well, do we want to talk about the Green Lantern all at once, or?
I mean, we can if you want. Yeah.
And then we can talk about the Blue Beetle issue.
Yes.
After that.
Yes. All right. So yeah, where do we go from here? Yeah, Invictus shows up and.
Mm-hmm. And he basically lays the smackdown on Fatality and Monk, who then teleport away, and then he shows up with everybody, and then Bleez shows back up, able to speak in complete sentences.
Yeah, she's more focused. Yeah,
and Kyle almost talks him down, but again, Bleez shows up, and they basically are about to get completely murderated, but then he says, "You know what? No, you go kill Larfleeze, and it's all good. You will be saved or whatever." But yeah, I thought these archangels were roaming around the universe millions of years ago, right?
Yeah.
So they would have probably encountered Green Lanterns. They certainly encountered Larfleeze.
You would think.
And then Larfleeze, because Larfleeze has not been active for millions of years, I guess, at this point, right? So Larfleeze basically hunts all of the other archangels to extinction, except he doesn't get to make any of them members of his core because their essences all go and get absorbed by Invictus.
Yeah.
And he's now mad. He's also very powerful and wants to overwrite the Okaran system or the Vega system with his new giant toy thing, which Larfleeze wants, and Saeed's. See, I still don't know that we have a good answer for who was monkeying with the rings at the beginning. Was it Saeed?
Yeah.
Larfleeze wanted to throw, the new Guardians at Invictus. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if and when we get this answered, and yeah, for the life of me, I can't remember.
But I mean, we really don't get much more. Let's see, what's our cliffhanger? We get a cliffhanger ending with 8, don't we?
With 8. Let's see, because I was gonna say I know 6. That's when Bleez shows back up. Oh no, kind of remember. Yeah.
Everybody goes their separate ways.
Yeah. Because again, the Blue Beetle takes place after all these. But no, remember. Well, again, Arkillo's ring's dying because course.
Oh,
Sinestro
yeah, that's
shoots
right,
out
yeah.
the battery. Yeah. So he's
And he meets the Weaponer, which I
yeah,
think is awesome because we had not seen that character since he showed up threatening
with a net.
Sinestro, and why can I never remember her name?
Oh, what do you mean Sornik? Yeah.
Yes. So it was cool to see him again.
Yes. Exactly. And again, he has one. He was able to create a new yellow ring with its own lantern, its own independent lantern. So yeah, so Arkillo is back in the game because his ring dies.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to ask you. Yeah, what do you think about that? Because Sinestro, basically Arkillo's, I don't know, just in shock that he's like, no, Sinestro will not betray us like this, and it's like, well, he kind of did.
He kind of totally did, because he can't get that stupid green ring off.
Yeah, the Minuteman, that green ring picked him, man. He left the Sinestro corn in the dust.
That's right. He dropped them like a hot potato.
I would say Walker asks Glomulus, does a living ring construct have to recharge at all? And Glomulus just goes, ha!
And Glomulus goes away. Well, that's in the Blue Beetle issue, so we'll talk about that in a moment.
But yeah, when they since Sade couldn't track them in that construct once they come out because they couldn't get in for any information because when Arkillo's trying to get information, it's like his ring's telling him network offline. He's like, wait, what? And then Cal says, what's the status of the Sinestro core? And it says disbanded 22.4 hours ago.
Yeah. I did like how they set. That's the reason he's okay, because he was outside of the scope of Sinestro's betrayal, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, which I thought was kind of nice.
Yeah, but he's like, and Arkillo's just like, this has to be lies. He's like, why would the Guardians feed you good information since they fired you and stuff? But But yeah, no, this, like I said, this is, again, new Guardian so far. Yeah, my favorite out of the new 52.
Yeah, I think so. I would have to agree with that. I mean, we're getting to see the universe, and I mean, the Indigo Tribe arc in Green Lantern I thought was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But these two, this arc with Invictus, although I'm not a huge fan of Invictus, I am curious to see where this is going to go and how.
Yeah.
I mean, because we got kind of a cool little preview of Kyle with all the rings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know at some point, within the next 12 or 14, 16 issues, Kyle does become a White Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
But we only know that because in hindsight, right? But anyway.
Yeah, no one knew what a White Lantern was back then. Well,
exactly.
Yeah, that's what I said. Eventually, I forget how long. I think it's towards the end of New 52. That Omega Men series. I think it was like 12 issues. I can't wait to get to that because that's Kyle, White Lantern Kyle in there, which I haven't read before. But
I haven't read it either.
Even Lilith was saying how good it was, and like I said, Kyle was not her favorite. She would not heap false praise on him. So I was like, oh man,
nice, very nice. We'll get to it.
Oh yeah. So should we do the Blue Beetle?
You bet.
All right. Which again, this was the first time for both of us kids. So
yeah, I thought this was kind of fun.
Oh yeah. Again, you kind of when you have like a young lead, you kind of have to keep it a little bit fun. Yeah, it can't be all doom and gloom. All right, so I'll do the credits because again, I don't think there's a synopsis for this one either. All right, so Blue Beetle, Volume 8, Number 9.
Oh wow!
Yeah. From July 2012, The Enemy of My Enemy. And of course, why are we crossing over? Because writer Tony Bedard, penciler Marcio Takara, and also the inker, colorist Pete Pantazis, letterer Rob Lee, and editor Harvey Richards. So, or as I like to call this issue, a funny thing happened on the way to Cal's battery.
Yep.
Because pretty much we've all separated, so everyone can go like recharge their rings.
Mm-hmm. Except Bleez is with him, and Glomulus is with him.
Yes. So yeah, we do. Yeah, we didn't get this at the end of 8, but yeah, all of a sudden on the first page we see Cal, Bleez, and Glomulus basically just sitting in the air with Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
And yes, kids, Jaime Reyes, the most current Blue Beetle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this suit, which is Reach technology, wants to attack Kyle, but he's like, no, he's a good guy. But then there's this intergalactic bounty hunter, I guess. I guess the Guardians have put a price on Kyle's head.
Kyle's head, yep, exactly.
So we get a fight with Blue Beetle's runaway suit, and then this bounty hunter. And Bleez just wants to burn Blue Beetle. And then, this bounty hunter shoots Kyle, which drains, I guess, whatever power he had left in his ring.
Mm-hmm. And then it shoots Glomulus with the same tech, and Glomulus just disappears.
Then Bleez tackles Blue Beetle. That suit, registering metabolic arousal.
And Bleez is like, what?
And then he's like, no, do you see what just happened to Green Lantern? Something shut off his ring. It's just the armor, I swear. Parts of it sort of morph sometimes.
But yeah, he saved Kyle when Kyle was falling after getting hit.
Yeah. But then also, as this bounty hunter wants to take Kyle, Blue Beetle he can track his Kyle's battery, so he tracks it to his apartment and grabs the battery for him. Hey, if I got your orange friend killed, I don't know what to say. Cal, I do, and then recites the oath.
Yeah.
So he's fully charged, and then bottles up that bounty hunter.
Then we get a nice scene with them just sitting in Kyle's apartment.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny.
Oh, but yeah, because Blue Beetle's explains he showed up because he's like, I was hoping you could show me the ropes. They helped me from getting my family killed, and Kyle's like, not so much. And again, we get a flashback panel of the
fridge,
the fridge scene. Yeah, so that happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we get this. He's about to unmask. He goes, whoa! You don't tell anybody. He's
like, don't tell anyone your name. I'm not telling you my name. He's like, you want to protect your peeps, keep your identity secret.
Yep.
And then again, I think they kind of rebooted Jaime Reyes for New 52. So I don't think he knows what his suit actually is because Kyle scans it. It's Reach Infiltrator Unit Scarab class, slightly damaged. That's why
he's controlling it, and instead of it controlling him.
That's right. Yeah, because the ring even says the Reach, interstellar conquerors, and ancient enemies of Oa. But then it says updating, currently overrunning planet Odom, homeworld of the Blue Lantern Corps.
What?
And then he's like, why didn't St. Walker call for help? And Bleez is like, you're the only one who could communicate with rings of other colors. Which, what you think of that? Because when he was trying to call them in one of these new Guardians issues, and the ring's like, no, it's incompatible. And he's like, why? Because they're different colors, different emotions. He's like, here, tap into my emotions and make the call.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, and that gives him, and that's something that I think later on in the Green Lantern series, Hal says that Kyle is the best Lantern, but Hal's the best Green Lantern, right?
Yeah.
So, which I thought is kind of an interesting distinction, but Kyle he's open to all this stuff, so I think that's why he works so well as a White Lantern eventually. Although we get him back as a Green Lantern, again.
Yeah.
So,
But in this current run, are we revving up for another White Lantern run here? Because we see all the colors. The colors.
Yeah, but I think that was a really good choice by Adams to make Kyle the one, because he would be the one that's most sensitive to all this chaos that's coming from
exactly
the Thorn run. So.
So yes, after the conversation with Blue Beetle, we have Bleez and Kyle take off. So Glomulus is just gone, right?
Yeah, just gone.
So yeah, they take off, and then Kyle's going to Odom, and of course, and then Bleez is like, no, because he's like, aren't you coming? She's like, later, I have unfinished business with Atrocitus.
Okay. I guess we'll have to check that out in Red Lanterns.
Yeah, because it says, find out what Bleez is up to in the pages of Red Lanterns, and then it says, next week, learn the fate of the Blue Lantern Corps and Green Lantern New Guardians 9. That works for us too. Yes, come back next week. Check out the
exactly, because that's what we're doing. Yep.
But yeah, again, like you said, the Blue Beetle issue was fun, and again, I hadn't read this before, and actually getting to read it with the New Guardians issue time, yeah,
I agree completely.
Because again, if I had just read this on its own, I would have been like, where were they at again? Oh
yeah, what's going on? Yeah. This takes place right after number 8.
Like I said, I would have called it a funny thing happened on the way to Kyle's battery.
Exactly. Well, and that's how we get to find out. That's why they're going to Odom, in issue 9, I assume, because of the information that they got.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got an editor's note next time that says, "Oh yeah, check out Blue Beetle number 9 for where this information came from, and what happened to Glomulus."
Yeah, exactly. And I'm curious. I'll be curious to see what did happen to Glomulus, right? So I guess we'll find out next time.
I think, like I said, this is such a. I can't. Some of these I haven't read them since they first came out. All right. I even do the. Okay, since we didn't do the covers, what was your favorite cover out of this one?
Well, let's take a look at them.
All right. Here, we can back up here. All right.
The Blue Beetle cover was good. I liked it.
Blue. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. All right. Here we go. I'll do these in order here. I was gonna say no particular order, but no, the order they came out in. All right. So that's number 5.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, we saw that one.
Yep. We got. Let's see. We got. Man, I wish I would have thought of this ahead of time. I just want to put them all together in one thing. All right. Numbers. Wait. Oh no, it's number 6. All right, number 6. Getting blasted by Invictus there.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't all those Green Lantern clothes like made from the ring? So it's like, shouldn't Fatality be able to zip up her shirt?
One would think, and I have to say I'm not a fan of that costume of Kyle's.
Oh,
I still prefer the original.
Well, once again, just like the theme we talked about this time, it seems kind of plain compared to his other suits.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially his first one. Yeah.
Yep. That we have a picture of right up there on the background.
That's right. All right. So number 7. Another Invictus.
Uh-huh.
All right. So then we got number 8. Arkillo.
Right.
And then I'll show you that Blue Beetle cover too. So and the Blue Beetle cover.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Blue Beetle cover.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Blue Beetle too, because again, it's like you got Cal pretty much dead center there with Blue Beetle
and Bleez down, flying from the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah,
and the colors really pop on that one.
Yes, with the blue and the red, and then Cal and the green. Yeah.
Yep, I think that would be my favorite of these 5.
That's what I said. I think last time it's like, yeah, all of these are good, but it's like most of these new Guardian covers seem like busy to me.
Busy because they've got all the characters. Yep.
They're trying to show, oh hey, yeah, we got someone from each core on here
every time.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the other. Yeah, I mean, the art's good, the colors, and but yeah, that Blue Beetle cover's not that busy. So.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
Looking forward to seeing. I assume this first arc probably ends with number 12.
I think so. Again, it's hard to remember, but yeah, I think so because I think they kind of ended all the arcs on 12.
And then we got a 0 issue.
Yeah, because then the 0 issues were kind of self-contained. Yeah.
And I think the 0 issue for Red Lanterns, isn't that like Bleez on the cover?
Oh yeah, it might be.
Like a white cover, if I remember right. I can't remember for sure.
Yeah, I think most of them were like white covers. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what this new Guardians issue 0 was. Because again, remember the core one, we got Guy Gardner kind of updated origin.
And for Green Lantern, we get Simon Baz.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, green. Yeah, the number 0 is Kyle and everybody on the cover.
Gotcha.
Here, wait. We're setting this up in issue 0. Yeah, it starts off with Carol and Tom, and then all of a sudden Kyle shows up. So yeah, we're setting this up.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, it's good to see Carol again, but so I wonder. I guess I'm curious. How much of the New 52 is still part of continuity?
They, I don't know, as much as they want, they kind of, again, slowly and quietly, they roll stuff back. So it's like, so yeah, I don't know if that's, the whole Kyle and Carol thing is still in continuity or not. Because I don't think DC ever wants to admit to a reboot ever again. But yeah, there's so much New 52 they've rolled back.
Well, there have been 2 or 3 since.
Couple crises, yeah.
Yeah, couple crises and
death metals,
and a rebirth,
a doomsday clock. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's about it, sir.
That's all right. All right. So yes. So next time, yes, we are going to cover. Yes, we'll get there. Green Lantern New Guardians 9 through 12, and that issue 0. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to get to the first 4 issues of Red Lanterns.
Nice.
We're kind of going to follow the same path New Guardians did, because then the week after that is the Red Lanterns 5 through 8 and Stormwatch number 9. And then Red Lanterns 9 through 12 in issue 0.
Gotcha.
And then we'll be back to the regular Green Lantern book. Well,
exactly. Which will be Green Lantern 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then 13
and 14 and annual number 1.
Gotcha.
So I think
they had lots of annuals for these New 52 series, which was interesting because we hadn't had annuals in quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think the annual for Green Lantern was it the prologue, I think, for Third Army or something. So
gotcha.
All right, so yes, send us your thoughts on those. And again, like we said last time, even if you can't make it in time, send us your thoughts. We'll read previous art. We just want to hear your thoughts.
Yep. And again, we've got prize packs.
Oh yeah, and again, if we're being too harsh and brutal, let us know that too.
Yeah.
On the New 52. All right. So yes. So send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merch, your classic Capes and Lunatics merch. And again, before before the Archangel Lilith comes down and smites you. Yes, Rain ran the money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Please don't make us dance on that pole, because comes in, it's going to be Glomulus or something worse. So,
she looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
And of course, the Patreon, where again we give you something exclusive and uncensored every month. Lilith and I talk about our road trip and John Byrne and the Alien movie franchise, and she was talking. We might do good superhero movie brackets next year, maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
So, well, how's that fun? That's not punishment. I mean, you had to endure.
I know.
A lot of punishment for that worst superhero movie bracket ever.
we might get more people volunteering to join in if we do the good ones. Like, oh yeah, I'll join in. Yeah.
I still think the one that I joined in on.
Well, it was Green Lantern, of course, and then what was the other one? What was it?
Catwoman.
I
think Catwoman. I think she should have won. Okay.
Yeah, that was a tough choice. And again, if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can listen to that episode right now. All the past stuff is there. All right. So, yes, find the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, and find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Thank you, Justin. Our friend Justin the Owl. All right, now for this Will Allred, master of the cores, master of the quantum zone, master of podcasting, and master of several successful Kickstarter campaigns. Every Kickstarter he's done has been successful. So, Mr. Will Allred, tell people all about what?
Except the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got at least 5 under your belt now, successful. So
that's right. Yeah. It's been all success since then, so
yes,
keep my fingers crossed. If you want to find me, you can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail and Facebook and Blue Sky and Twitter and probably other places that I've forgotten that I set something up as well.
He doesn't go there, but you can follow him.
Yeah. If you'd like to check out some of the comics I write, there's Crossover Division, as Phil mentioned. We've fulfilled 5 individual issues and a hardcover that collects numbers 1 through 4. We'll be launching number 6 on Kickstarter either the end of this month or early October, and you can check it out at crossoverdivision.com. You can also check out Diary of Night, another book I wrote several years ago, at diaryofnight.com. And obviously you've got great taste because you're hanging out here with Phil and I talking about Green Lantern, which means you probably love Marvel's Quasar nearly as much as we do. And if you'd like to find out more about Quasar, you can do that at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
5 inches, maybe.
He goes limp in my grip. I am God.
And of course,
they aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
I don't know how he got away with that. Comic Code approved book.
Okay. All right, and
I of course love how Jordan.
And again, I know I have the infographic up, but I've been forgetting to put up, the new issue of Crossover Division,
number 5.
Yeah.
Glad to see it made it safe and sound, sir.
It's 5 issues in. Again, I'm not just whistling Dixie here. I put my money where my mouth is. So yes, you need to pick this up. It's good.
I appreciate it.
This writer, who is this? Will Allred? Yeah, he kind of knows what he's doing writing comics. So.
Yeah, he's trying.
And again, yeah, issue 5, Mr. Hyde.
And if you have Mr. Hyde in a story, what's the law of the universe that says you have to name that story?
Hide and go seek.
There you go.
Yes. So I forget the all the rules of the Crossover Division. So does it have to be classic literature, or can it be like any kind of story?
So, well, I limit it mainly to like classic literature because that's public domain.
Yeah.
Back up, if DC, came to me and said, "Hey, we want to cross over with Batman," I'd be like, "Sure, yes." Even Batman or Green Lantern, that'd be even awesomer.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah. Marvel, give him Quasar. You're not doing anything with Quasar right now.
That's right. Yeah, that'd be perfect. But that's just kind of where we're limiting it right now. But there is actually the artist. She's I think I announced this, and I announced this in the newsletter, so I can talk about this. But we will be coming out with a single issue crossover between Kevin Joseph and Ludovic Sale's Tart.
Oh, crossover.
Crossover division. So Hank and Hector will meet up with Tart, and much fun will ensue. But the art is by Tina Valentino, who is an amazing artist. She did one of variant covers for issue number 3 for crossover division.
Wow.
And Kevin and I are good friends, and this was really fun.
I mean, come on, you're at the big time now. You're doing comic book crossovers. Come on.
Crazy, isn't that crazy?
I know. you could give us the honest truth. Are they a pain in the butt? Well, you cross it over with one book. It's not like
one book.
Cross over with multiple books and
and this was fun because Kevin would do a few pages, then I would do a few pages, and back and forth, and then we would go back over and make sure our characters sounded right. And before we knew it, we had like a 26-page issue. So
probably the biggest thing is going to be, okay, can you release the same? Can we both release around the same time or close to the same time? Or
well, this is going to be its own Kickstarter. So
it is. Oh, nice.
We'll be doing this soon, I hope. We don't know. The artist is working on it, and then we've got to get it. So we're actually another cool thing is that we're using team members. So Ryan Kroboth is the colorist on Crossover Division. He's awesome. He'll be coloring this over Tina's pencils and inks. And then the letterer is DC Hopkins from Tart. And then we have both of our editors, James Powell on my side, and then Cassie. Oh, I apologize, Cassie. I don't remember your last name, but Kevin's editor on Tart, Cassie. So we've got the whole team working together to make it as amazing as we can. It's going to be fun.
So this is coming out after Crossover Division 6 then?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
TBD. Okay.
TBD still at the moment, but the artist is working on it, so that's cool.
Oh, that sounds awesome. And again, you'll double the manpower, be like promoting that one.
Exactly. Yep. Kevin and I will both be promoting the heck out of it. So.
Heck, I said we got to do it. We need to do an episode on issue 6. We definitely have to do an episode on that crossover one. Get you on here, get Kevin on here. Yeah.
You bet, man. Absolutely.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining me in this Guardian of the Universe over here. So yes, next time, Green Lantern New Guardians 9 through 12 and number 0. And we'll get to those Red Lanterns.
With their napalm blood.
Yeah, I've read some of those. Yeah, through back issues and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of new territory for me.
Yep, me too.
All right, kids, come back next time, and remember when Glomulus hit New York? Good night.